he's getting at. So he is very strongly talk about the potential what is inside a human which make us to speak. We are needed to speak. We have so the very interesting theory which Chomsky has is that take a look at the environment which around the baby. It's not very kind for kids, for me, I mean baby. Maybe environment, various languages from about. Some languages very not so grammatically true, or child's mother and father talk to her or him very child talk, like Iko-chan, o genki desu ka? Kawaii ne, like baby talk. Another person may talk in a very dialect, like so not in order. It's kind of chaos. It's very fractal environment. For that, the baby finds the rules or order in this chaos and begin to speak. What do we explain this situation, this phenomenon? Chomsky said, if you don't think the baby has something beforehand, you can't explain this kind of phenomenon. So baby has something before or at the moment he was born to this world. He has something in himself. That is, he named it as a universal grammar Yuji, and he wants to grasp what is universal grammar, what is generative grammar. So for that, we can't see the universal grammar, which is in the baby. So from the outside, we can see what is it. And what Chomsky thought about it is he omit every redundancy from the accomplished language. What is not necessary for the language? Omit everything, and he came up with a very simple feature of the language, which is very elegant and simple and efficient. And that name it, and he named it as a universal grammar. The baby has it. So in other words, the baby has to have it to evolve the language. So he thought this way. And then he analyzed it with philosophical or physical or mathematical formula. Like A plus B, I don't know, it's very complicated. Try to describe with a very natural scientific formula. And then he divided it into the lexicon, it's a kind of vocabulary, and the syntax, the structure of the language, the sentence. And then the norm component, hear and speak, and form component, or recognize component, or conceptive component, I don't know, it's very complicated, that we have in our brain. So that kind of element is very, the essential factor to evolve the language. So he tried to describe it in the natural scientific way. Describe it from a scientific point of view. So, and he stressed, if other things immerse this only at the same environment we have, they don't come to be able to speak. Only Japanese, the human being have this ability to speak. But the environment which surrounds the baby is very diverse. Like you have so many things like which is nothing to do with the language, like the buzz of the telephone or outside, the noise. So So, but the baby has the ability to take in only which is related to language, language related to language. So we know beforehand through our experience with people, we have the ability, we have the potential to speak language if you have environment, but after hearing the lecture of the Chomsky, we are more sure, more complete thing we have inside. So we have this. So you have this, so because we have this, we immerse this kind of UG or generative grammar to the circumstances. We can acquire whatever language. And then the kind of feeling we had with the seminar, we came back to Japan, and after the Chomsky lecture, my husband and me go to Chicago to meet our friends, and then we came back to Japan, March 6th. So, and then after that we participated in Hippo meeting at Hippo head office. There we had a time to share experience with other members, and after the sharing of my experience with the members, we had a kind of small group time. And in that small group time, I shared my impression about Chomsky's lecture. It's very unexpected way of thinking. The Chomsky said to us is that I thought before going to the Boston, the environment which around the baby is so fertile, everything you can find in this environment. But Chomsky said it's not sufficient, it's not enough. They have not enough data for the baby to speak language fluently. If the baby has done anything beforehand, it's not sufficient, insufficient. The environment has not so every phrases, every way of saying, or every grammar, every vocabulary, for that the baby begins to speak. That kind of way of thinking is very, very unexpected thing for me. Insufficient? It's not for my thing. I think the environment is fertile. And I said so. And one member, Abu-chan, said to me, I think this is fertile. This is enough. This is very, very rich environment. If the environment is only composed of the very, the grammatical true sentences, or very, very right pronunciation, or right grammar, or right, like you can find in a textbook, it's kind of very uneasy. Don't you think so? Because there is a diversity, or there is a fractancy, there's a chaos, there's a very not so in order. Because of that environment, we can find the rules, right? Find the order. And this kind of thing is very unexpected thing for me. And I agree with her, and I couldn't understand it fully. But after that, I think a lot, and yeah, this is what we can do in Hippo activities. Because when we first hear the Hippo city or other the languages which we don't know beforehand, we feel very chaotic. We can't understand anything, but in the chaos, if you are a human being, you can find a order, you can find a rule, because we have the usage, we have the genetic grammar. So if change the point of view, you change the point of view a little bit, this is fertile. And think about the multilingual environment we have. we can find more diverse environment other than Hippo. Hippo is so diverse. Because we're diverse, so many languages flying about, we can find the essential of how the human being find the language. If you're only like a English environment, you're only French environment or Chinese environment, it's kind of very hard to find how the human being act to acquire the language. But we have the many languages, so we can be a baby in this environment. So I felt very profoundly the significance of the diverse and the multilingual environment.